You trusted them. That's the part that stings. Not some shady discount shop in a strip mall. A store you've been walking into for 20, 30 years. A store your mother shopped at. A store with a loyalty card in your wallet right now. You picked up a package of ground beef, checked the date, still good, got it home, opened it, and something was wrong. Not spoiled wrong, just off. That smell that makes you hesitate before you commit to cooking it. And you cooked it anyway, because you trusted the name on the door. Here's what I found when I stopped trusting names and started looking at records, recalls, lawsuits, and what the people actually working behind those meat counters say when nobody's recording them. 7 stores where that trust is being quietly exploited, and 3 that are actually earning it. Some of these names are going to surprise you. One of them is probably your regular store right now. Let's get into it. Worst number 7, Dollar General. We're starting with a store that wasn't even supposed to sell meat. Dollar General has been quietly expanding into fresh food since 2019. Over 3,000 locations now carry refrigerated and packaged meat. Sounds convenient, especially if you're in a rural county where the nearest real grocery store is a 40-minute drive. That's not an accident. That's the business model. The problem isn't that Dollar General sells meat. It's that Dollar General sells meat in stores designed to run on skeleton crews. Sometimes 1 or 2 employees covering the entire building. Nobody whose job it is to pull product that's turning. Nobody trained to manage a cold case. Health inspectors flagging improper refrigeration temperatures at Dollar General locations has become a recurring story in local news markets. From Georgia to Ohio, cold cases running too warm, packaged meat sitting in ambient temperature during restocking. If you're over 60, improper cold chain management isn't a theoretical risk. That's how listeria starts. Dollar General is in your neighborhood because they know you might not have a better option. That's not generosity. That's a real estate strategy. Protect yourself. If Dollar General is your only nearby option, buy shelf-stable proteins only. Canned fish, dried beans, skip the meat case entirely. Worst number 6, Food Lion. If you've been watching this channel, you know the Food Lion story. But let me give it to you fast, because it still matters. A BC Primetime Live sends reporters undercover into Food Lion stores. Hidden cameras. What they film goes national. Employees grinding expired beef with fresh, washing discolored pork with bleach, brushing barbecue sauce on old chicken to sell it as gourmet. One worker, on camera. Sell the bad stuff first. Food Lion stock collapses.
3 more days to sell at full price.
You reduce this, but put these 4 back out.
Over $200 million in profits gone in 18 months. Here's what gets me. Food Lion sued ABC, fought it for 7 years. They didn't sue for defamation. They didn't claim the footage was false. That was over 30 years ago. And in 2024 and 2025, customers are still posting about chicken that smells like chlorine, meat that goes off 2 days before the sell-by date. The complaints aren't vague, they're specific, and they rhyme with 1992. Protect yourself. If Food Lion is your nearest store, trust your nose over the label. Damp packaging, gray edges, or any chemical smell. Leave it. That's not your dinner to rescue. Worst number 5, Kroger. Here's where the betrayal angle really lands, because Kroger isn't a discount chain. Kroger is America's largest traditional supermarket, 2,700 stores, the store millions of families consider their default. And Kroger has been telling those families something that isn't true. A lawsuit filed in 2026 accuses Kroger and its subsidiary Ralph's of what attorneys are calling humane washing. Investigators documented refrigerated cases labeled "No Antibiotics," stocked with pork products from standard commercial brands that make no such claims themselves. Signs reading "Well Raised" positioned above meat that, according to the complaint, originates from standard commercial farming operations that don't meet the welfare standards consumers expect when presented with that terminology. You're paying a premium because you believe the sign. The sign isn't backed by anything, and the recall history is significant. Kroger has been named in ground beef E. coli recalls, multiple listeria incidents, and was among the retailers caught in the massive Bruce Pack recall of nearly 12 million pounds of ready-to-eat meat in 2024. Kroger has no animal welfare standards at all for beef. None. The reassuring language in the meat aisle is there to make you feel something, not to promise you anything. Supermarket news. Protect yourself. At Kroger, ignore the signage entirely. Look for USDA grade labels and third-party certifications. Certified humane. Animal welfare approved. If it's just Kroger's own label making the claim, assume it's marketing, not a standard. Worst number 4, Target. Clean stores. Designer collaborations. That red aesthetic that says we're a little better than the other guys. For throw pillows? Sure. For meat? Here's the truth. Target was founded in 1962 and didn't start selling groceries until 1995. Even now, fewer than 250 of the nearly 2,000 stores have full grocery sections. Meat is genuinely an afterthought at Target. No butcher, minimal selection, everything prepackaged. No one whose job it is to pull product that doesn't look right. Expert rankings have placed Target last among major grocery chains for meat quality, dead last, and Target's private label, Good and Gather, appeared on the 2024 Bruce Pack Listeria recall list. The recall covered over 11 million pounds of ready-to-eat meat and poultry, affecting salads, wraps, frozen meals, and more from popular chains including Target. NPR. The polished brand didn't protect anybody. Protect yourself. If you're already at Target and need meat, check the country of origin, skip anything pre-made or ready to eat, and check the USDA recall page before you buy Good and Gather proteins. Better yet, make a separate trip to a dedicated grocery store. Number 3. Save a Lot. About 750 stores, mostly smaller towns and lower income neighborhoods. The whole model is strip everything down, pass the savings to you. For canned goods, that math works. For meat, it doesn't. Consumer surveys rank Save a Lot near the bottom for meat quality. 2.1 out of 5 in one study, the lowest score of any chain examined. The complaints aren't vague, they're specific. Pooling liquid in the tray, packages smelling off days before they should, discolored edges, almost no sourcing information. Here's the arithmetic that saves you from this trap. You see ground beef for $3 a pound. Half of it goes gray before you cook it. You just paid $6 a pound. Cheap meat that goes bad isn't cheap. It's expensive twice. Once at the register, once when you throw it out. And when there's a discount sticker sitting on top of already low prices, the store is telling you something. They need to move it fast. Protect yourself. If Save a Lot is your store, treat fresh meat as a cook tonight only purchase. Never plan to freeze it. If you see liquid pooling, gray edges, or a markdown sticker, that's not a deal. That's a warning. Worst number 2, Walmart. No surprise, but the details matter. Walmart didn't sell groceries until 1988. They became the largest grocer in America not through expertise, but through scale. And scale without expertise is exactly what you see in the meat case. Consumer Reports found 74% of Walmart shoppers reported at least one food complaint, with meat and poultry specifically called out. Former employees have described meat left in shopping carts, warming up on the floor, then returned to the refrigerated case. And then there's Bruce Pack. In October 2024, Bruce Pack recalled approximately 11,765,285 pounds of ready-to-eat meat and poultry after FSIS confirmed Listeria monocytogenes contamination. Walmart's Great Value and Market-Side brands were on that list. Then, in June 2025, the CDC linked a separate Listeria outbreak directly to market-side frozen chicken fettuccine sold at Walmart. If you're over 65, Listeria isn't an upset stomach. The CDC calls it the third leading cause of death from foodborne illness in the United States. Protect yourself. Skip ready-to-eat meat at Walmart entirely. Stick to raw, USDA-graded cuts with clear labels. Check the USDA recall page for Great Value and Market Side, specifically. These brands appear there more than they should. Worst number 1, Dollar Tree/Family Dollar. This might be the one that surprises you most, because nobody thinks of Dollar Tree as a grocery store. That's exactly the problem. Dollar Tree acquired Family Dollar in 2015 and has been converting thousands of locations to carry refrigerated and frozen food, including packaged meat products. There are now over 16,000 combined locations in the US. Many are the closest food retail option for millions of Americans in low-income and rural communities. Health inspection records at Family Dollar locations are among the worst in food retail, not occasionally, systematically. The FDA has issued warning letters to Family Dollar distribution centers for conditions that inspectors described as an imminent hazard: rodent infestations, products stored on floors near pest activity. In 2022, the FDA ordered a Family Dollar distribution center in Arkansas to stop operations entirely after inspectors found over 1,100 dead rodents. Meat from a distribution chain with those conditions upstream, is not meat you want on your family's table. This is the same pattern we see at Church's Chicken and Dollar General, stores that set up in communities where people have limited alternatives, then deliver the lowest standards in the industry to the people least able to absorb the consequences. Protect yourself. Do not buy meat, dairy, or any refrigerated product at Dollar Tree or Family Dollar. Full stop. If this is hitting close to home, if one of these is your regular store, drop a 7 in the comments. I want to know how many of you made it this far, because the next part is actually good news, and you've earned it. Also, if you want more content like this, no sponsors from the companies we're reviewing, just the research, hit subscribe. We do this every week. The 3 great ones. Best number 3, Costco. Grades matter. Most supermarkets sell USDA Select, the lowest grade you'll commonly see. Costco sells almost exclusively Choice and Prime, the top tier, and because they buy an enormous volume, they charge what other stores charge for Select. Higher grade means better marbling, faster turnover, and a shorter time from processing to your plate. You're not gambling at Costco. You're starting from a higher floor. Trade-offs. Costco sources globally. US, Canada, Australia. Labels are there if origin matters to you. And you need freezer space to make the membership math work. But for beef especially, portion large cuts at home and you'll eat better than most steakhouse customers for less. Best number 2, Wegmans. Wegmans builds direct relationships with farms. When you buy meat there, you can often trace it to a specific source. You know where it came from. You know the standards applied. The butcher counter is the real difference. These aren't shelf stockers. They're trained. Custom cuts, cooking advice, actual answers when you ask questions. That butcher who knew your name and wouldn't sell you something he wouldn't eat himself. Wegmans is the closest thing to that experience at grocery store scale. Regional limitation, mostly Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. But if you have access, use it. Best number 1, Sprouts Farmers Market. At most grocery stores, grass-fed, antibiotic-free. Hormone-free is the premium option, the special section you have to hunt for, the splurge that requires a second thought. At Sprouts, that's the baseline. That's just the meat. Grass-fed, standard. Antibiotic-free, standard. A trained staff that can actually tell you where something came from and how to cook it. Watch the weekly ads. Grass-fed ground beef goes on sale regularly and lands close to conventional prices at the stores we covered in the first half of this video. When it does, stock up and freeze it. Sprouts treats quality meat like a given. After everything we just covered, that's not a small thing. 6 stores where your trust is being exploited. Dollar General, Food Lion, Kroger, Target, Save-A-Lot, Walmart, and Dollar Tree. 3 stores that are actually earning it. Costco for quality at scale, Wegmans for transparency and service, Sprouts for standards that actually mean something. But wherever you shop, you now know what to watch for. Check the USDA grade. Trust your nose. If packaging feels damp, if edges are gray, if the sell by math doesn't add up, that's the store telling you something. Listen, drop a comment. Tell me what store you shop at and whether we got it right. And if you've been buying meat somewhere on that first list for years, tell me what finally changed your mind. One more thing, a lot of you have been asking about what happens before meat ever reaches the shelf. The processing plants, the supply chain, the moment the cold chain breaks. Enough of you asked for it, we'll make it happen. See you in the next one. If you want to see exactly how one family can spend $40,000 building a food system that doesn't depend on any store on this list, and what they'd do differently, watch the video on the left. And if you want to know which shelf-stable foods are quietly vanishing from grocery shelves right now, and why preppers are already clearing them out, watch the video on the right. Don't forget to subscribe.